Hello there, my crypto bit brothers and sisters. This here is Bulldog Rod, and there's Papa Ron. What's happening, brother?
Hello, hello.
We're back.
Yeah. We had a lot of comments on our shrimp luncheon for tomorrow, but sad to say, folks, I had to cancel that. I got a buddy who's...
It was him. It was him. It wasn't me. Because anything, when it comes to shrimp, I cancel everything else.
Well, this is kind of a dire need. I got a buddy that's on dialysis, has been for the last 3 months, and he hasn't been home. So I kind of take care of his livestock and irrigation, and his irrigation times are tomorrow right about 11. So I'm going to have to just be here for that, Rod.
Okay, that's fine. Well, as long as you take care of him, that's good. See, you're a good man.
Yeah, we'll get together. Folks, what we're going to talk about today, we've had a few requests. You know, early on in our video...
learning experiences.
Yeah, we kind of did some how-to videos, like how to buy Bitcoin and where to go and what's a wallet and all that. And
yep.
We just assumed that, you know, we've kind of left that, but we've had some requests that people are so new that they're still interested in knowing how. And Rod and I did set up a series of exchanges and wallets and things that we're going to do one of these on Coinbase tonight and just kind of go over the basics of Coinbase and how to navigate through that exchange and that website. And it's kind of a step-by-step deal. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. Well, hopefully it'll go very quick, and we can help some people out with this. You ready, my brother?
Ron, I am always ready to do stuff with you, brother.
Okay.
This is exciting, all this stuff.
All right, just go to Coinbase.com. This is what you'll pull up, and in the right top corner there, it says this is where you sign up.
Yeah.
So you'll click on that. Coinbase, and we got some notes on these. Just bear with it. They're out of San Francisco. Coinbase also owns GDAX, another exchange. And interesting enough, Ripple is also headquartered out of San Francisco. And at one time there was some rumors going around that Coinbase was going to probably take Ripple on because of their close association out there, but that is yet to be seen.
Yeah. And what I like about Coinbase is USA, USA.
Yeah, and a lot of, you're right. And a lot of people kind of have negative comments about Coinbase, but I think they're simple to navigate, and they've been all right by me. We belong to several exchanges.
Yeah.
But Coinbase has been all right. But Coinbase, the difference here over some of them, like Polynex and some of those, is Coinbase will take US dollars or other currencies, fiat currencies, to buy Bitcoin with.
Yes, it will.
So that's kind of why they're so popular here in the US. And they handle 4 coins, don't they, Rod, or is it just 3?
Right now it's just 3.
Which is?
LiteCoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin.
Okay.
You know, I like Coinbase because you can buy directly info, and that's what I use it for. I use it to buy all my Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin.
Yeah, Rod made another purchase today even.
Yes, we did.
All right, here's the sign-up page. This is what you'll go to next. You'll put your email, create a password, and then you got to click on that I'm not a robot to get this thing started. And
yeah, they want to make sure you're no machine.
Yeah.
Even though you know you're not a machine, they want to know.
You know, a lot of people ask what that's for, and the conclusion I came to is I just think that's how they check and recognize your IP address. Yeah. While that's taking a second to click in, they're checking to make sure that that website hasn't been scammed off somewhere. And then down here, you just fill in those things and create the account.
Well, you got to be 18 years or older.
Yeah. Anytime you use a new computer for Coinbase and try to log in somewhere, you're going to get this. You're going to get this slip here in blue pull up, and it says authorize a new device, meaning that it doesn't recognize this computer or the IP address, and so you're going to have to go to your email. This is the email message you'll get over here. And what you'll see, it checks the IP address, and you'll just click I authorize this computer. So, you know, if you're checking your Coinbase account at a friend's house, or you get a new laptop, it's going to want you to authorize.
Or you're at work or at home or wherever, you know, if there's more than one device, each time this will pop up.
And sometimes if I wait too long to use my Coinbase account, once I get on again, they're going to want a confirmation. So that's what that is, folks.
Yep.
Then one of the first things they're going to have you do, it says here they want you to set up that two-step verification. They want you to, and this is such good security to me. So what you're going to do this, you're going to go to your cell phone, and I think it's under the App Store. They have two-step verification, an app for that. And let me go one other. No, that's not. You know, Rod, I think I explained it better further on. So let's hold off on how to set this up. But this is what comes up if this ever comes up. That code is on your cell phone. And for example, under my two-step verification on my cell phone, I have about 6 verifications under there. So I find the Coinbase one, and that number is what I put in here to verify it. And like we said here, that code will change about every 15 or 30 seconds. So if you don't, and there'll be see this line right up here, Rod? Can you see that?
Yeah.
That line kind of shows you how much time you have left to get that number in there. And if you go to the next number, that's fine too. There's no big deal. It's not going to offset anything. So let's keep going, and I think we're going to cover this later on in the presentation. After that, this is the home page or the dashboard of Coinbase. And like Wright said, here's the current price. Of course, when we took this slide, look at that, Rod. It's doubled since we took this photograph.
Oh, my. Oh,
here's the price of Bitcoin.
Boy, I'd give anything if it was down that far now.
Matter of fact,
buying a whole bunch. It's too bad we don't have enough foresight as we got hindsight, huh?
Yeah, I know. Or the money to do something about it.
Yeah, that's right.
You can see we're on Bitcoin. You can check Ethereum right here, and you can check LiteCoin. And if you click on either one of those, it'll pull these stats up for that
particular coin.
That's right. And here's recent activity. So back in July, on this account, somebody sent 10 LiteCoin out. Well, they purchased 10 LiteCoin on the 14th, and on the 16th, they sent them out. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the Settings tab, folks. So if you're setting up a Coinbase, go to the Settings. Here's the profile. And if you want to change the password at any time, this is where you do it, right here. It says here, and I don't know if you folks, I hope this is big enough you can see this stuff. Of course, you can put a picture in there, an avatar, I guess, if you want. And then you put your nickname. Here's your email address, personal details, legal name. A lot of that you don't have to fill out, but you can. But it says here, enable two-factor authentication. I think that's under security. Let's just keep going and see what happens here. So we're still under preference. Okay, we went to settings. Where'd that
you fill that out? Huh?
Yeah, we're still under settings, but instead of profile, the next tab is preferences. And what we suggest under preferences, for extra security, you'll receive an email anytime one of these takes place. So for example, I would check all of those, is what we did. Because if somebody tries to send coins out of your account, it's going to send you an email. Or if somebody logs into your account, it'll send you an email. Whatever these say, so you're going to get extra security of that. We just hit the select all and then went on from there. Did that make sense, Rod?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're under the security, under settings. We're under settings, security. Phone numbers. Here's where you'll verify your phone number to enable the 2FA. So what they're going to do is you're going to put your phone number in there, and they're going to send you a text message, I believe.
Yes.
And you've got to put a code back in there to verify that that is your number.
They'll send you a code to that number.
Yes.
And then you put that code they sent you and send it back to them. So that's the two-stage verification.
And then,
isn't that right? Yep.
God, I hope that's right. I mean, I don't think it's real rocket science. I think you just put a phone number in there and tell them it's your primary phone.
Yes.
But that phone enables the 2FA, I guess.
Yes.
On that.
Two-factor authorization. That's what the 2FA stands for.
Click here, verify a phone.
Yeah.
Your two-factor method is okay.
Authorized. Is authorized.
This AUTHY is the actual. That's the actual under Google Store. That's the app you want. AUTHY for Coinbase. That's the one you want to download. And then you're going to click here.
So you didn't tell me you have to download an app.
Now you're confusing me. And here we were going to try to help people with this.
You're using the Authority app connected to your phone number for more security enabled. And okay, so you do have to download that app.
Okay, that's
what I thought.
This
has been so long, Ron, I don't remember.
Well, me too. And we didn't even rehearse this before we pulled this presentation up. Yeah. You know, when you get as knowledgeable as us, you just think you know everything, and
well, we just figure everybody else does too.
Yeah. So you do have to go to your phone and download that app, and then it should just walk you through it. All this stuff should. Okay, we're still on settings. Now we're going to go to add a payment method. This is where you can put in your bank account or a debit card, Visa, that type of thing.
This is part, man.
This account.
I like this.
What's that?
I said I like this part.
Yeah. Well, on this slide here, this account has two banks represented there and a Visa card represented here. So you just click this Add Payment Method. And then here's kind of how it works, it says. Here's how it'll work. Coinbase will make... Okay, so you're going to put in your routing number and account number where they tell you when you add a bank account. And then Coinbase is going to make 2 deposits to that banking account. And folks, make sure that it's in your name. If Coinbase is in Rod's name, then that checking account ought to be in Rod's name too. So you put your routing number, account number, and you submit that, and they're going to send you 2 deposits, I think within 24 hours. And when you come back to this same slide, to this same settings, payment methods, and you click on that bank, it's going to say, boom, there's a little pop-up. It's going to say, all right, what were those deposits? And that's how they're going to verify that that's really your bank and that they have a record of it. But those deposits need to be put in order. So remember, the one on the top is actually the second deposit made. The first one they made was the one underneath that. On most, right, Rod?
Yeah, yeah.
So you're going to put those 2 deposits in, and it's the same with your debit card. And you can remove those right here. It says, so if you add a debit card, same thing. They're going to send 1 or 2 deposits over to your debit card or Visa, and you got to report back and say, yeah, I got this much. And I think all of them are less than a dime, like 9 cents or a nickel or something like that. So that's how they verify that.
I think just the other day I had to redo that payment, and I think it was like $1.
Oh, you got bigger then.
Yeah, it was $1.94.
Oh, wow.
Well, then I got extra credit too, though. They gave me like a 10 grand credit. You know, you can get up to 10 grand on this to buy stuff.
Yeah. Yes, you can keep increasing your limit.
Yeah, yeah. So after they do that, then they turn around and take it back after they give it to you. So don't go and think you're going to make $2 extra, because you don't.
Well, then maybe that's new, because when I got my deposits originally months and months ago, I never, and it was like less than a dime, but they never took anything back that I was aware of.
Well, they took mine back. I had a deposit and a refund.
Okay.
I mean, and a take back.
Withdrawal.
Whatever. Yeah, withdrawal.
So this is how you set up your bank there, or your Visa card. Now, here's the thing about the Visa cards. They're only going to start you with a $100 limit. And then I think after you use it once or twice, it'll increase to $300. But every time you click on one of these banks, next to it will say increase limits. Yeah. So you can keep clicking on that Visa card, and the more you use it, the higher that limit will get. But I think most people on their checking accounts have about a $5,000 limit per week. It's not per day, it's per week. Yeah, so per week, it's not a lot anymore, because a Bitcoin is worth more than that.
It's worth half of it, or more than that.
And folks, also, I had a little note down here. Sometimes this takes a little time to get these banks authorized, so just be patient. You're not going to get all this done and be able to buy that night or the next day. It just takes some time. So the sooner you get...
It's not like handling cash. It takes several... To me, it took a couple of days, you know.
Yeah. And that's why... you might want to start 2 or 3 exchanges and get them all in the works, because some of them are worse than Coinbase's.
Yeah.
Some cases, the maximum limit can be small. Click on the increased limits. Okay, we just talked about that. Okay, now there's a buy and sell tab. Now we've moved over from settings to the buy and sell tab. This is where you actually make a purchase, because you got it connected onto your bank account now, or your Visa. So we want to purchase Bitcoin. You'll click on this, or whichever coin you want to purchase. The payment method. Now this is where if you have 2 banks in there or 3 banks and a Visa, only one of those banks will be listed here. But if you click on that bank, then it'll open up a window to all your banks and Visa cards, and you can click on the one you want to use.
Good, right. If you click your mouse over to the right, where it's got the up and down arrows, right here. If you click on that, your other banks will show up, and then you can click on that. Yeah.
Perfect. Now see here, weekly bank limit on this account, it's $10,000. So that's been increased. So you can right now, okay, so you put the bank you want to buy from, the coin up here, and then you can either buy by US dollars, or you can buy by Bitcoin. Like I want to just buy 1.00 Bitcoin, or I want to buy $5,000 US dollars. Then when you fill that in and you click buy Bitcoin or confirm, I think this will say confirm first. This is the next window that opens up right here. And it's a confirmation window. Again, saying the bank and what you're doing. And then down here there's another, yes, I want to purchase that. And then after that's purchased, what you'll get an email, obviously, if you click those tabs, saying how much you bought. And it'll also tell you immediately on your dashboard when to expect that Bitcoin in. Coinbase, and this is some of the frustration of some of the people, it's a little slower. Like on Rod, your purchase tonight, which is the 24th, it'll arrive on the 31st, next Tuesday.
Okay, so it takes us 7 to 9 days.
Almost a week to get that coin in. Yep. And people don't like that in case they want to move it around quicker or trade it. So that's part of the frustration with Coinbase. There's other exchanges that'll do it. Well, now let me back up, because if you use your Visa card, it's almost instantaneous, huh?
It is. I was just getting ready to say that. If you use your Visa, at first, when I first started this, I was using my savings account, because that's where I have most of my money at. And then it was taking so damn long, I said, screw this, man. So I switched it over to my debit card, and then it started taking out a lot faster. It's nicer that way.
And then under buy and sell, here's the sell tab. Again, you're going to pick what coin you want, and it'll tell you how much you have in that wallet. And this is where you're going to deposit to. Now you can deposit
another wallet.
Well, you can deposit it back to your bank. See, that's
Oh,
another
yeah,
good thing about Coinbase. You can say, hey, I want you to sell this Bitcoin now and send it to my bank account. So this is really good about this exchange, that you can actually get cash back, fiat currency. And again, it's going to go through the confirmation, and you're going to just click yes and so on. You can tell them right here again how much you want, either dollars or Bitcoin. So that's how to sell. Okay, and then now we're under accounts right here. It's going to list all 4 of those coins. One of them is your US dollar wallet, your bank's. That's one of the accounts, and it's going to tell you how much is in each one. This is where you'd get the address if you want to send Bitcoin back over to Coinbase. Now, folks, remember, Coinbase is it's an exchange, which means that even though you have the passwords and the 2 authenticator and all that, Bitcoin or Coinbase retains the private keys to all them wallets. Not that it's a huge risk right now, but if something happened and the government shut Coinbase down, or some catastrophe happened, whatever,
you'd lose it.
You'd lose it, or you'd have to either fight for it. That's right.
Yeah.
You'd have to prove, and you know, it might take time. So we always suggest that you move your coins to a specific wallet where you control those private keys.
Yeah.
So once you buy Bitcoin, if you want to send it out to your wallet, this is where you'd go. You'd go to My Accounts, hit the Send button, and it'll ask for an address. And that address is the Bitcoin receive address on your wallet. So you'd copy and paste that, put it in the slot that it's going to provide, and then you'll want to double check it to make sure the first 3 or 4 letters are right and the back end is right too. We always confirm our addresses.
Absolutely.
And then they'll also ask you how much do you want to send over there. And then just in the opposite, so let's say you've got this Bitcoin sitting in your wallet and it's doubled in price. Well, you can now send it back to Coinbase by clicking on the receive button. And when you hit the receive button, it's going to give you your Coinbase, Bitcoin, or LiteCoin, Ethereum, whatever coin you're sending to Coinbase, an address to take to your wallet and send over. And then at that point, once it's in here and it's been verified, then you can send it to your bank. So this is where you do that stuff, is on your accounts. Clear as mud, Rod?
You know, I was just sitting there thinking, you know, this may seem complicated, but as you do it, it kind of walks you through it. So, and it's real forgiving. If you make a mistake, it'll tell you. You know, I mean, it's
even if
good.
Even if you have you're trying to send Bitcoin and you put a LiteCoin address in there, it's going to say, hey, this ain't a Bitcoin address.
Yeah, yeah.
So Rod's right. It's kind of forgiving. You always got to confirm everything, it seems.
Yeah, you do.
So anyway, so that's how you can get your money back on that. Let's move ahead and see what else we got. Okay, this is just what we talked about. If you want to send funds, if you want to send Bitcoin to your wallet, here's the page that pulls up. Put the recipient is your wallet address for Bitcoin or whatever coin you're sending.
Right.
The amount, how much you want to send. And here you can click on this and it'll say LiteCoin or Ethereum. Kind of tells you if you're sending Bitcoin, how much is in your wallet. So then you can fill that out correctly. And if you want to put a message to you like, hey, I'm sending this over because my daughter's birthday's tomorrow or whatever. And hit send funds. That might be it on...
Well, if you run into some problems, some of the tools you got is that just go to the next one that it was before. Just go to tools up here on the top up here, where next to send there's tools.
Okay,
and then if you go to the next,
hang on, buddy.
Okay.
Oh, you're right here, tools.
Yeah, right there. Just go to tools and you go to the next screen. This support ticket is under tools. So if you have something get screwed up, say you have to prove that you got your money and they didn't send it or whatever messed up, you go there and go to the support ticket under tools, right?
Yes. And I think also under tools, I'm trying to think what I should have opened up a Coinbase account on here so we could also look live. I don't think we're missing anything because we covered the dashboard, covered buy and sell, covered why you have accounts, how to put your bank in there and all that stuff.
Yeah.
How to send funds or receive. That was on the previous one.
Yeah.
Receive or send. So yeah, I think we pretty much, and we went through all the settings. So folks, I think we kind of covered Coinbase very well. And I hope it's well enough that you can get in there and navigate through this. I think it is. We covered all the points. You don't have any questions, or you had asked them, Rod?
No, I don't have any questions. You know, and the problem with Ron and I, this is all clear to us, even though it looks like mud to you guys. But for us, it's pretty clear. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and we'll get back to you on it.
We do read all those comments, even though we don't respond to all of them.
Yeah.
Like Rod said, we put these together, and like I said, we've got some other ones on Gemini and Kraken and Polynex, and maybe we'll do Polynex or something also, and maybe a couple wallets. It's good information. Let us know what you think. If you want us to keep doing some of these, we might continue on.
Sure.
All right, folks. Thanks for watching.
Hey, thumbs up, brothers. We need them thumbs up, brothers and sisters. Pound that thumbs up. Pound it. Let's get going. I want to see some subscriptions go up.
We had a comment on the last video about your pound thing, and I can't remember what it said, but I think we're going to get some hats that say, pound that like button.
Pound that like. You betcha.
Okay,
pound that like.
Good night, folks.
Take care. Good. God bless.